I'm a little bit surprised with if you say a month ago I felt one way about this team. I feel a little bit differently at this time. And if you've been watching training camp and preseason closely, you would see kind of the flaws in this team.
Yes.
Yeah. How would you feel if something like, I don't know, Gonzo maybe randomly getting placed on IR for the first 4 weeks were to happen? How would everybody feel about that? That would give if that wouldn't give you the meat sweats, I don't know what would.
And there's a lot of those. To me, there's a lot of those little don't love that, don't love that, don't love that has just popped up over the course of the summer that has eroded some of the confidence even you had, or Fitzy, you had. We've done our updated win projections over the course of camp, and there's been some downward trends with some of those, but not Chris Sims. Fitzy, we had about a month ago, we had a list, and it was all the first-year coaches. There's 7 of them. Who's going to win the most games? Mike Vrabel was second on that list.
He was I'm sorry, he was third at that time.
Oh, okay, third.
Yep.
Well,
Which I still thought was kind of crazy, but okay, you know what happens.
He's not third on the current list from ESPN. He's actually 6th out of 7.
6th.
And they do an actual expected 5-year win total. So they do they spread it out. Yes. Of 38.8. So if you do the math, that's not 8 wins a year, right? That's a little 7 and change.
7.7 basically.
Over the course of time, which I don't think people would love. And the key stat, New England has lost more games in the past 5 years, 51, than in the 14 seasons prior to that. It really is.
Insane.
But that's the team he's taking over.
Yep.
That's the reality of the team he is taking over. And then elsewhere, Brian Frizzoco sent us this from Fox Sports on Twitter. Coach of the Year odds, plus 600. This is of the, it's a mixture of coaches, actually. Plus 600, Mike Vrabel. Coach of the Year odds, plus 700, Ben Johnson, plus 1,200, Liam Cohen. Dave Canales, who might be on life support in Carolina or could be taking off, is at plus 1,600. Aaron Glenn with the Jets, plus 1,600, down to plus 2,000 for Kyle Shanahan. Do you like plus 600 odds on your guy Mike Vrabel, Fitzy?
That's surprisingly low.
Yeah.
I would have thought it would have been at least plus 800, if not plus 1,000. That's a true sign of Mike Vrabel being the reason why anybody thinks they'll go over 8.5 wins, why they'll be relevant, why they'll be better than the Jets and the Dolphins, and maybe nip at the heels of Buffalo, at least for half a season, and be a compelling watch. The roster does not have any depth. The first cut I would make would be Elliott Wolf for that disastrous 2024 draft or any involvement in seasons prior. But as far as this list of 7 coaches and the 5-year plan goes, what in the holy hell has Duval and Brian Schottenheimer, neither of whom have ever won a game as a head coach in the NFL, done to merit being placed several notches higher than Mike Vrabel, who kicked ass with tanker gas his first couple of seasons in Tennessee?
It's weird. To me, there's a reflection of the quarterback.
Absolutely. That's what I was thinking. Because Dak and Trevor Lawrence versus Drake May.
Right. You got to factor in what they think of the quarterback in these odds, too, because Mike's going to live or die with the success of Drake May.
And if they average 7 wins a year to get to their expected 38, that probably means Drake May didn't get his second contract, isn't the franchise guy.
Right.
So now you're looking for a quarterback, figuring it out. Is it a possibility? I guess.
Just so people realize, teams that win 4 or less games in an NFL season, 50% of the time come back the next year and double their win total.
Yeah, especially when they spend money in free agency like the Patriots.
It's not that big of a deal to think that the Patriots can double their win total this year, because half the teams do it every year after winning 4 games or less. So it's to me, the expectations and what you should expect from this team, to me, are not over the top. But I don't know. I think it's going to be tough to get those 8 wins. I do, seeing what I've been seeing.
And we talked about it yesterday, Fitzy. There is a little bit of a pessimistic trend that has taken over. Some of it warranted, I think. I don't think it's just like blind pessimism. It is stacking together whatever you prioritize. Whether it's this note out of oh, my God, J.J. McCarthy diced up the defense, and you're like, oh, I don't love that. Or it's, Will Campbell looks good as a run blocker, but when he pass protects, it's not great. There's a lot of sacks out. Like, whatever you choose to point to, it's affecting people.
there's a lot of messages coming out where it almost feels as if the Patriots are putting, they want these kind of, hey, you know what? Tell people that it's going to take time, or it just feels like you're right. A lot of the team writers that cover the team are kind of changing the narrative on what people should expect out of this team this year.
And you referenced it. I think we referenced it yesterday, Fitzy. Mike Vrabel did it, I believe, maybe in New York. It was last week where he said, people need to remember, this is our first training camp as a staff. This is our first year here. It was almost like he was trying to rein in a little bit of the expectations that maybe had gotten a little too out of control. And, I mean, if Chris Sims is your barometer, the way he said that, like he scoffed. Chris Sims just basically pulled a Fitzy. Like you would think he was a career Patriots fan scoffing at that disrespectful 8.5 number, Fitzy. He's playing your side of the street. You got to get him in one of those videos or something.
But now at the same time, this does, as much as I love anybody, be it our old pal Mike Kadlick or Taylor Kyles or anyone who had them in the 10, 11, 12, even 13 win territory. Come on now, for real. Like, again, this is going to sound wrong or like it doesn't make any sense, but there are many ways that a losing season can be a big win for Mike Vrabel.